Hello there, it's Ingrid Owens here, and welcome to the 5 days to lay the foundations of your creative business challenge. I am so excited to get started today, and we are at day 1. Now, if I haven't already been talking to you in the Facebook group, which I know some of you are only getting in there today, this is how it's going to go. Every day this week, you're going to get an email from me, and you're going to get a prompt or a worksheet or something that you've got to do, plus this little bit of video training. So today is week 1 or day 1, and we're going to do the video training here right now after this little introduction. From now on, we'll skip the intro and we'll go straight into the actionable content. The content is actionable, and that means you're going to have to take a little bit of action here. So typically I'll ask you to use the worksheet or the workbook, whatever I've included for the day, and then share your findings in the Facebook group. And then I'm going to go live every day this week from Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. noon. That's 12 p.m. Eastern for live coaching, Q&A, go over this week, the day's content. I've got to get out of saying that week thing. Go over the day's content and help you out with any areas you're stuck. So we're all over the world. We're all in different time zones. It's really challenging to get on live. That's why I'm going to do these trainings available to you throughout the duration of the challenge, and I'll probably leave them up a little bit longer. And you can always watch the replay in the Facebook group. That's going to be my place where I'm going to be for answering questions. You can write your hashtag replay, ask any questions, always tag me, and I will answer them for you. All right, so getting started. So today is day 1, and it is a really great day, let me tell you. Beginning of a new month, a new challenge, almost like autumn, I think, is coming here I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I know it's definitely autumn where a lot of you are at, and fall where many more are. We're a little slower about getting things here. So I get it's just new, and autumn or October's my month. You know, I've talked about this, or I haven't maybe talked about it, but it's my month for a very particular reason. So the topic for today is getting clear on your getting clear on your idea. I'm reading my worksheet, but I don't want to jump ahead. Getting clear on your idea. Now, this whole challenge is about getting the solid foundation under you. Now, there are lots of foundational pieces of business. I am a marketer. I come from a business and marketing background. I believe that marketing is everything. Without marketing, you don't actually have a real business. But that's not to say there are other parts of your business that you kind of have to take a look at too. Financial, legal, structural, all that kind of stuff. However, that shouldn't put you off starting with this piece, because all of the foundational thinking about how you're going to make money, how it's going to come to pass, how it's all going to play out is really the stuff that keeps you going in your business. It's the stuff that's going to make you the money. And sometimes you need financial stuff to fund some of the other things. So I don't want to say put the cart before the horse or this should come first. It all kind of has to happen. But what I want to do for the end of this challenge is get you out of your head and thinking about all the ideas that you could do, and let's get some foundational practical advice. So yes, we can do the financial and legal stuff, but that's not my area of expertise. So if that's the type of challenge you're looking for, this is not it. But there are lots of people who I can recommend to do that. So today is the first day, and we are talking about getting clear on your idea. Now, I come from a background of, I'm a business owner, and I have been in business for a long time. I've been in the business and entrepreneur world for nearly 30 years, on my own bat here in Atlanta for 12, and before that in a family business. So I get the whole aspect of, business to make money. That's essentially what it is. And for a long time, I was like, well, that's the whole idea by business. We want to make money, make money, make money. And that is absolutely true. We can't be in business and not make money. It doesn't work. It's a hobby, right? And so I know that's why a lot of you are here. But I also come from a place that business should now fit around your values, your lifestyle and your family. And that's how I've come to do my business over the last 10, 12 years. It was very much based around my family. And I think there are more than one way to skin a cat, right? More than one way to make that business. So I can't go into all of the different tools that I typically use with clients, but for this challenge, what we are going to look at in order for you to get clarity around that idea is a tool called My Ideal Day. And essentially this is visioning by another name. So if you have ever written a vision or a mission statement or done that big picture thinking for your business and haven't really been able to kind of get it on paper, today will give you an opportunity to do a little bit of that. So what I want to encourage you to do is, first of all, give yourself some time to do these exercises. It doesn't have to be long, like 10, 15 minutes can really do it. But it's really often just giving ourselves the space, closing the door, dedicating the time for ourselves and dedicating not having any distractions, right? So getting clear on your ideal day serves a lot of purposes, not only business related, but, for life goals and all sorts of stuff like that. The ideal day exercise, the worksheet that I have here is really just a space to give you some space, right? It's just a prompt to give you, or a worksheet to give you some space to write this on. But I've broken it down into morning, evening, and midday. So the idea of the exercise is you go about thinking about what your dream day would be. Now, if you're already in a job and you're thinking, my dream day would just be to sit on the beach and drink, Mai Tais all day long, then that's awesome, but that's not going to get you very far in business. We're talking about that ideal day that you're actually doing your creative thing, you've got the creative business underway. What is it going to look like? And what I want you to think about are things like, how involved are my family in my day? So for example, I have young children, and if my ideal day involved, and it does involve in spending time with them, then for me, a career as a wedding photographer would probably not be ideal for me, because if I want to spend weekends with my family, weekends are also when most of these weddings happen. Now, that's not to say that wedding photographers cannot make a business around their schedule. I totally believe they can, and I know there are people out there that do it. But it's just to kind of get the ball rolling with some of this thought, right? It's just thinking about things that you could do in this way. Example, again, if my ideal day involves being around lots of creative people, then maybe something that you're at home with on your own, isolated, isn't going to suit you. Now, that might be obvious if you've done a lot of thinking around this before, but I want you to be wary of that, I know this sort of stuff, that thinking, right? Because amazing clarity comes from action. And if you take the action to do the work, to do the writing in this case, you will be surprised at things that pop up. You will be surprised at the things that you learn about yourself and that you didn't even really know was part of your ideal day. For me, I just love business and I love technology, and my ideal day involves spending a lot of time doing what I do, and that's why I'm here, right? So that's why I want to be able to share all that with y'all. But I have to be wary of that because I also want to have my kids involved too. Like, I want to spend some time with them, so I have to be able to be conscious of shutting off my computer and doing that. But I know this now because I've worked through this exercise many, many times. And in fact, I revisit it a lot because I'm a great believer in the vision and in visualizing what you want your life to look like and then creating that reality. So that's something what I want you to start with. I want you to come back to the Facebook group and give us a little bit of insight on what your ideal day was. And I know that you've probably got ideas rolling around your head of what you could do for a creative business. So we're going to use this as a tool to filter those ideas through, right? So it's like you're going to think, okay, well, I know I want to create, whatever, note cards or something. Well, does that feature in my ideal day, or does part of that, like the taking of the photos bit, feature, or other things like that. Now, and the other thing about doing this tool now at this very beginning exercise is it'll become more clear as the days go on, as we got deeper and deeper into what our idea and how our business is going to look. We'll come back to it again, because there's other parts of business that we might not have uncovered yet, aside from the creative piece, right? The marketing, the sales, the promotion, the back end stuff. And we'll be talking about that, and we'll have to see where that fits into your ideal day. Okay, so that is one of the tools, the ideal day exercise, that I want you to think about today when you are thinking about what your idea is going to be and what it is going to look like. Get clear on what that could be for you. Just want to encourage you to dream big. This is not a place that we're going to poo-poo ideas. We're going to shoot down ideas. Everything is possible. Anything is possible. I'm here to support you. And if you're finding resistance doing this, really question why that is, and leave a comment in the group, and maybe we could get on at 12 and coach around that a little bit. So delighted to hear you or have you here, and I'm going to see you tomorrow for day 2.